It's crazy, you know, so, yeah. Now this is the footage that you just saw, and then this is the footage that is still not inside this video, and as you can see there is a lot more footage to still go through, so sadly enough it is to be continued with this video because I don't want to make it a half an hour long again. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to edit this video, but at this point, no, I think I'm just going to give up on this YouTube stuff. But so, yeah, if you're wondering why this video is ever so slightly edited, like, less than usual, and now you know why. Okay, so this is the SamRoll project and all, but as you can see, this 2-inch 10-watt driver is falling out, and this also has a 2-inch 10-watt driver has fallen out, and also this 2-inch 3-watt driver fell out. It's because of the fact that this SamRoll project, it was placed on top of here and then collapsed and fell to the ground, causing most impact to be on this side because this is wobbly, and then this is just basically come off, and then this speaker's still on here. But then this one, that one's just falling off as well. So my thinking is I'm going to re-hot glue it, but however, I got myself a new hot glue gun to re-hot glue it instead and all because the other one broke and all. So yeah. Okay, so I've peeled off all the tape, and this is how badly damaged it is. This is basically about to come out, and then this one is about to come out, and then this one was always about to come out, whilst this one's still on here, and I don't know how this is still on here. Look, just beeped and it's green. So oh yeah, it's sucking it, it's popped. Yeah, it works and all. Alright, that one re-hot glue. So yeah, there you go, you can see what I'm doing now. Alright. Never used this before, and there's no wire. Okay, so okay, I can't get that one corner out, but I guess it's fine. Okay. Are the wires still attached on? Oh, yep, okay, so that might cause an issue, but we'll give it a go. Okay. See how this is gonna go. Ta-da! All fixed. Oh, okay, so it is stuck to a corner, but still. It was stuck to the left-hand side corner, and that's it. Wow. Yeah, I blocked that up. I can't re-hot glue in that spot. I blocked it up. Okay, so another thing that I potentially saw as well no, is the fact it was bending. I'm going to place the scissors in there because it's bent, the plastic is bending, and potentially needs a re-hot glue down on the side here. Oh wow, it's done. Seems like it's not getting as, oh my god, I was going to say it seems like it's not getting as hot as the old one, but it's really hot there, right where the heating element is. Actually way more better. I'm barely having to put any hot glue on it. It's actually sticking to the subwoofer a lot more than what the old one was. Barely any hot glue. Oh yeah. So in a quick measurement, okay, yeah, I've got, so with a quick measurement I've put 2 sticks in. Oh yeah, I've definitely gone through a stick. So, yeah. Alright, after re-hot gluing this speaker and this speaker and this speaker and doing a little bit on this speaker and all, let's actually see, is it still going to work? Like, you can't really see it in a way, but the amp is just up there. Wow, this phone is actually really slow for once. Oh yeah, nothing's coming out of it, so it's kind of just turned itself off. It's turned itself off, so I can't exactly use it. But I turn it back on because it has an on and off switch on it, so it's fine. I don't know how loud I last had it, but it should remember when I last had the volume. Where's the remote for that thing? It's literally just a loose cable. Working. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's definitely working. Still. Okay, so now, strangely enough and all, this was going to be part of the video and all, however, generally speaking, you know, I have only just realised that for some odd reason the files are not sorted out properly and all. So I thought the next bit of footage was going to be the very first bit of footage, which turns out it's actually at the bottom of all the files that you see on screen right now, so yeah. Which got me a bit confused and all, saying, oh great, I've just lost all the footage, yada yada, but no, turns out the files are just really messed up and all, so yeah. Not my problem, it was the files problems, so yeah. Okay, let's fix her up. I mean, the Google says not to do that, but I mean, I have done it, but I don't know. Okay, that's coming out quite nice. Why is this taped in? Well, first things first, what I'm going to do is actually remove both of these lids and see what's going on. Oh wow, this one is a half lid? So there is this cross beam going across, but it's just taped on. Yeah, it's a cross beam, right there, but it's just taped on. How useful is that? Not very. Oh wow, there's a bit of dust there. Okay, so it's a bit of a wobbly scenario. Alright, let me disconnect that crocodile clip, and now I can actually see where you can see wires here and here. They're just taped on, that's just taped on, and that's where they go to there. And as you can see, that is not even touching, but I'm thinking about if I just end up gluing it on, then it should be better. And then we've got wires here. I mean, these wires always solve it, but and then sometimes I have to pull on it. So those two are fine. Oh, okay, so it's this wire now. It has to be pulled sometimes. Okay, so that might need hot gluing or something like that, just to remain in place. But I think I'm going to repair that. I'm going to repair this scenario where, like, yeah, that's bad. Stick the scissors. I'm sticking the scissors, like, in between. I'm pretty sure that will help. There's a lot of hot glue is needing to be added just for this bit. And this support brace that was on this side, this, rather than this being taped in, yeah, no, this can't be taped in, it actually has to be hot glued in. Okay, that's set now. Okay, this subwoofer looks like it's sticking out like a mile. Alright, I'm going to solve this side now. There's a bit of tape on this side where I needed to put tape because the hot glue also failed on this side. I need more hot glue. Alright, So now those sides are done-ish. What I'm now going to do is take my focus to this beam right here. Yeah, this crossbeam shouldn't be taped in, no. It should actually legit be properly glued into place. Okay, so that goes there. So a bit of hot glue here and here, a bit there, and this is going to actually act as the crossbeam because this project needs a crossbeam to actually key it all in, because at the moment it's not keyed in anywhere apart from anywhere on the top. It's not keyed in apart from this bit here and here, and these bits are quite strong, and then this is the only one crossbeam. So yeah, I've got to make sure it's actually on here. And it doesn't, before you say it doesn't affect any wires, no. The wires are right here, and then they come through into here to go to this subwoofer. And I have basically just hot glued onto electrical tape. But that is right there, but yeah. I think it should be fine. Right, I'm going to have to like put a lot of glue there, just so that it actually sticks up on the actual side. But then what I can actually do is possibly try and spread that a little bit more. There you go. This hot glue turns out being a bit more squishy, and then the one that I ended up breaking inside the Sandbar Project Week 4 video, you actually noticed that the hot glue gun broke. So yeah, that's why most of this wasn't actually used by the hot glue gun, because it broke. So yeah, and then that's why I got a new one. So yeah. So basically, this cable bit right here has been the most annoying part about this whole entire Sandbar project itself. This cable bit right here, this negative cable is always like connected onto it, and I think it is even soldered to the wire. But this positive cable is not even soldered or anything like that, and it's the only way that it's getting connectivity is by if it touches like that and stays like that, or like you've seen in the past, I end up using a crocodile clip so and then it stays there, but I don't want that anymore. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like that and then gun it, use the glue gun, no soldering, just use glue gun to keep it like that. I mean, even that's a lot more better, but still. Okay, so I'm going to hit record it and hope for the best, but yeah. I'm going to sort out the back piece, which I'm going to have to lean all the subwoofers up against if I'm going to sort out the back piece. This crossbeam has definitely helped. Like, I can pick up the Hardtail project off this crossbeam now, and that has like really helped. And this bit now doesn't want to move, but this side wants to move now, but this side doesn't actually want to move now because it's got that crossbeam in. So my thinking is I need to make another one for it to here. But like, you know, that was already there, but it was just underneath this plastic, and yeah, that can still go there. Well, no, that can still go there, because I don't even know, have I got the right piece? No, that goes on there, that's why. So that can still go there, and this piece was quite literally, generally speaking, just underneath the tape and stuff, because I think I cut this piece too short, so then I made that, but that is actually a crossbeam now. So yeah, and then the main wires that do affect it, like the dodgy ones, is right there, which need to be glued in. Oh, before they make me too mad. Mad? Nah, I don't get mad. Totally. I'm going to put this underneath it just to cushion those subwoofers on that side, and then I'm going to try my best to cushion the subwoofers on this side, but all I've got to do is a bit of that. Alright, sorting out this piece now. Alright, I'm going to have to actually lay it down, which is sad because it might damage the subwoofers underneath. Hopefully I don't. Right, where's this taped in? Now, the main reason why this piece right here is taped in because, well, yeah, I ran out of hot glue and that's when the hot glue gun broke. So, yeah, I didn't bother in the end. But it is quite literally, oh wow, it is quite literally, generally speaking, just taped on. Jesus Christ, that's gonna need a lot of work to it. That's even the lid? Yeah, that's the lid as well. Look. Right, that's the lid. Put that up there. And this is the piece that goes over the top. And crossbeam. But it's a back crossbeam though. So, yeah. Alright, just remove all the tape. Because it will look way more better without the tape on the back. And I don't even know if I got footage of it. This with the tape on the back. I don't know. But ideally, you want that to go there. Or wherever is best. And it looks something like that, but now I just need to hot glue it on. And then yeah, it will look a lot more better, to be honest, rather than just taping it on. So yeah, hopefully anyway, no fingers crossed anyway, and also yeah. I keep on forgetting to hit the record button because I'm like, oh yeah, it will always record and stuff like that. No. You need to hit record. Not we're gonna record yourself. Yeah, speakers still work. Well, I don't know until I actually like plug in the cables. I know, but yeah. That should definitely 100% help the cables though, and all run the back. That should definitely 100% though, and help the cables figure out, because this one goes off that way and that one goes off that way. 100% way more better than they're looking like tape. Oh yeah, it does actually look way more better. I've only seen it from the camera lens, that's why. Dude, yeah, that's actually so much better. Oh my god. But anyway, no, at least now I know for sure though, no, that this speaker always immediately works straight away now, no, because of the fact that I have, when you take all this off, you can see I have literally I've literally barely made sure that there's barely any slack in the cables. These cables are nice and tight, and they will always be connected to the that channel. And then these, I need to solve these speakers problems, and then these speaker problems. Well, yeah, these two wires need to be yanked and pulled on, just like what I did with this one. Just so then that means that this sub can always remain on, and this positive cable is getting on my nerves. How the fact I need a croco clip just to croco clip it into place, just so then that means that these two actually work from this grey cable. And then I think I also need to fix this one out as well. So then that one also immediately works. But yeah, at least that one speaker will always immediately turn on and respond now. And not just all four of them being blank as soon as you turn it on. Okay, so without realising it all, I've cut the hole and also, and then this one sits all nicely and all, and then that means I can pull that and then hot glue it in. That's all going to be nice. And then I realised, hang on a minute, where on earth is the other cable? So this cable, I can easily hot glue, pull that, hot glue, done. That's going to be locked in, it's never going to move. Only problem is, where on earth is this one coming from? And then I chase the wire, and then, I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, there is, this wire is going underneath this bit of plastic, and this bit of plastic has been hot glued. I'll figure out how on earth I'm going to get you out. Oh, it's that easy. Meh. Whoopsie-daisy, you could say. Alright, now I can cut a little tiny bit of a slot in it. Oh, look at this. There's already, conveniently, a little tiny piece there. And now I'm going to have to try my best to escape it out. Because I've cut obviously that was originally there, but and then I'm thinking to do it like that, but then these wires are gonna have to be like that, and compared to this side where they're actually next to the subwoofer, but it should be fine. So if that gets done like that, then that means these two small little wires can get hot glued there, and then this wire can pretty much sit where that gap was. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. That's way more better. And then now, to regain the strength, all I need to do is re-hot glue it and hope that it doesn't melt the wire whilst re-hot gluing it. See, the thing is, I forgot to record for the other bit, and also the phone is quite low right now, so yeah, it would be a lot more better if I were to not record, but I need to sort out the memory card and I have to unplug the charger. And 2% is not going to go a long way, so yeah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So cut out this and it should be good to go. Cut. Let's destroy this. Okay, so these big pieces are gonna go one right here, and then these little pieces are gonna go one right here and one right here. So yeah. God, how do I do this? How do I even get the glue gun out? It's not even. It says it's done, but it's not fluid done. Oh, this is actually a lot more easier to do it because it's just one singular big piece. So much strong. That is literally, generally speaking, so much. That is okay. I think I've done quite an excellent good job of that. So you can see there's some two little tiny bits of plastic in that corner, and then we've got a main big plastic that's running all the way down to the bottom. Big main bit of plastic running all the way down to the bottom, and then we got two little tiny bits of plastic there. And like this thing is like rock solid now in all these corners, but now all that's missing is a bit of support now on these corners right here, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but don't worry, I still have these two pieces. I'll cut them in half and then do each one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, and then yeah, should be completely fine. And then also yeah, beautiful. Fits just like a glove, Alright, time to put some new tape on it, and then yeah. Don't have to wait, all I have to do is just click my fingers in 3, 2, 1. When you start a project, you really don't get how much work goes into it. Whether I've made stuff in the past like my boombox project and my trash speaker projects videos, but I've been working on this project for quite some time now. As you can see, there's like random like 5 weeks worth of footage, and now it all comes down to whether it actually works or not. And to be honest, I was impressed with the ending results that I gathered from this project, and also, yeah. Okay, so the whole entire project is now finished and done. Hopefully, anyway, or like fingers crossed. As you can see, the subwoofer has it's all been all nice and black taped around. I've even highlighted these bits have just been like I've just went ahead and used like a marker pen, or like a black whiteboard pen to fill in those gaps. You can still see the cardboard here, but you can't see it here because you still need the arrows. And then you can see that little tiny hot glue mistake right there, and that is why this has not got tape on it. And then you can see the main project right here. It looks incredible and amazing. I've even taped this little tiny cardboard hatch, so you can see it opens, it's still cardboard underneath, but when it closes you can't even tell it's cardboard, which is quite nice. And then obviously I refixed these scenarios so it actually has a cross beam across here and here. Then you got your main bits here and here. So without further ado, let's see, has it all come down to if it actually works or not. Now when turning on, I noticed the sub was only working and not the soundbar itself, but I'm hoping now I'm connected to the tablet instead. Alright, let's see. Only the sub. I made this, it's like custom made. Why only the sub? Why is it only the sub that's working? Can I stick that there without it falling over? No. Great. You're not really any useful if you can't do that. Okay, so I think it might just end up being wires. They're moving. Hey!
A few moments later.
Look at that sub go! Oh, it's actually moving by a lot. You can see it a lot more on the actual camera. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, that's so cool how much moving. It's going like mad. It's power as well, it makes some really deep notes out of it. Jeez. Oh, there is actual air. I feel air. No way. I feel a draft. I actually feel a draft coming through. Oh my god. You happen to block up this and then it turns into like a baseboard or something like that. I've never had an airflow coming out of a baseboard that is made out of cardboard. Jeez. It is actually moving. Oh my god. I've actually sealed it up quite well. Look at that go! Oh my god. Oh wow, that's really picking. Oh wow, that's. It's set to max. Jeez! You can see it on camera that is actually moving. Jeez, look at that. Oh my god, that's actually vibrating the box a lot. Oh god, my heart rate is... And now, for the moment of truth now, the one thing that possibly is on everyone's mind now. Can you use it with gameplay? Well, here's funny story. Hey, you can see a little bit of gameplay, yeah, with the Soundbar project. Okay, so you can see the screen, but you can barely notice the actual soundbar itself. It does actually work pretty damn nicely right now. I've died again. I've died again. I've died again. I've died again. Oh, I'm always dying to that one Brian O'Clock. Unreal. Crying out loud. And I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. Yep, I died. If I want to get that thing, then I'm gonna have to die. Ah, what fun that is.
Ah, I'm gonna die again. I can't make it past this bit. Yep, I died again. I'm never gonna beat this level.